Hello, clever people, and welcome to my review for Velvet Buzzsaw. So Velvet Buzzsaw is by the director of Nightcrawler, which was a movie with Jake Gyllenhaal that he was nominated for Best Actor for. That's very, very well reviewed. And it follows the story of these group of people who discovered these man's painting. The man is deceased, and they discover his paintings, and they keep them around, and right after they discover them, suddenly they see that all of their artwork is acting out and lashing out at them, and it's killing them. And that's the plot of Velvet Buzzsaw. There's a lot more going on with a lot of the characters in the movie. There's a lot of personal conflict, but besides that, that's just like the basic foundation of what this movie is about. So Velvet Buzzsaw is a Netflix original. It's a movie I hadn't heard of until the day that it came out, but people were pretty excited about it because it was by the director of Nightcrawler, and a lot of people love that movie. And he's also written some movies, and I think that they're mostly well reviewed. And I went into this with really no expectations. I didn't know what I was going to get. I just knew that it had a lot of stars in it, had a good director, and I came out very disappointed. Velvet Buzzsaw is one of those movies where there's just a very specific problem with it, and that very specific problem tears the whole rest of the movie down. So let me explain it to you the best way that I can. Velvet Buzzsaw as a movie is supposed to be making fun of the art industry, how corrupt it is, how much people only do it for money rather than doing it for art's sake. And it's all about how pretentious those people can get, how pretentious critics can get, and how pretentious the artists can get, thinking that they're creating something amazing when in reality their only real motivation for it is money. So the issue with that is that that's an interesting idea, an interesting concept, and I think that that theme is good enough. The only issue is that the movie itself is extremely pretentious. This movie thinks it's so great, and it's so obvious, and that ruins it, because seeing a movie that is so pretentious make fun of people that are pretentious, it's just very hypocritical. And because of that, it ends up falling completely flat on its face. Beyond that, there's not much more to say about Velvet Buzzsaw. I thought that it was kind of fun for a little bit. I was generally entertained by it throughout, so that's what I think really saved the movie, but the acting in it is also okay, but there's really nothing else going for the movie. It's very slow, it feels very, very long, and honestly, I don't know, I just wasn't really feeling this movie. I think that if they would have fixed that one problem with the pretentiousness of it, if they would have found a way to make it less so, this movie could be a lot better. It could be actually entertaining. But unfortunately, it has that very problem. The movie is also extremely violent for no reason. I get the point of the violence is to be shocking, but it honestly became laughable at some points. So in the end, I'm going to give Velvet Buzzsaw a 3.5 out of 10. Alright, that concludes my review for Velvet Buzzsaw. So, what are your thoughts on this film, or what do you think of Nightcrawler? Comment in the comment section below and let me know. I'm Robert Burke, and this has been The Clever Critics. Goodbye.